Hello, this is Chuck from Aquatic Artists, and today we are going to give you a lot of great information that is going to help you navigate through some of the design decisions that you'll have to consider when wanting to add a water feature to your new or existing swimming pool. So one of the first decisions you'll have to make is, do we want to go formal modern or want to go more natural? Aquatic Artists designs all types of water features. We build natural stone water features out of real boulders, and we also build formal water features out of a aluminum substructure, and then we encase them in different natural materials such as marbles and granites. So this is more formal. These are custom fabricated, so both of these lines of water features can be built in any shape, any size, and we can do grottos, slides, we can do anything in either sort of category. So we got to make a decision on which way we want to go. Okay, we have three categories of water features: classic, deluxe, and ultimate. You're going to hear those names a lot. It's kind of like small, medium, and large. So we broke them out into different categories to kind of give our customers a lot of different options and help them make decisions. Okay, classic waterfalls are kind of on the small side, okay? Babino is one. Now you're going to see a lot of names, customer names in red. These are all the names of the customer projects on our website. So if you type in that name on our search bar, that project will pop up on our website. Every project has its own page with a high quality video, photographs, and a description. So Babino is sort of on the small side. Classic is like 1.5 to 2 foot high, 8 to 10 foot wide. So they're all on the small side. Johnson, this is a classic grotto. It's a smaller grotto right here with a classic slide. Classic slides are the slides with the ladders that go up. Deluxe waterfalls and deluxe grottos. So these are kind of the middle category. You know, Butler, this is kind of in the middle range, 2.5 to 3 foot high, 12 to 14 foot wide. So they're in the middle. And then this is our deluxe grottos, right? So these are medium-sized grottos, 15-foot slides. These are like your miniature water parks that kind of, you know, that are very popular on a lot of medium-sized to large pools. Ultimate waterfalls and ultimate grottos. These are the big boys, right? So these are the larger waterfalls with the bigger boulders and the larger grottos with the larger slides. This is kind of like a backyard water park, okay? A lot larger material, heavier equipment, more at a higher price point. Waterfall styles. So when it comes to the style of the waterfall, there's kind of 4 different styles that are popular. One is a one-tiered waterfall. Okay, so what that is just one cascade into the pool right off the waterfall, kind of like that. Boom, one drop. 2-tier, okay, is a 2-tiered waterfall. So the water feature starts back off the pool and it does a double cascade into the pool. Okay, a 3-tier, which is 1, 2, 3. 3 different levels breaking into the pool. You need a lot of depth for that. You need probably 8 or 10 foot of depth to do that because you have multiple tiers and they start far back off the pool. 2-tier split. Okay, these are very popular. It starts with a waterfall, it starts off the pool and then it splits around a boulder. Like in nature, it splits. So these are very popular. Slides drive cost up. So when you build a water feature, it generally is about building a beautiful piece of art on the edge of your pool. When you incorporate a slide into that, it tends to become about covering the slide. Right? Because now you got this big sort of fiberglass or plastic structure and it's about hiding it. So what happens is the water feature ends up getting larger to accommodate the slide, and in a lot of cases you're adding steps and railings. So the scope of the work gets dramatically increased by incorporating a slide. So you have to evaluate how important the slide component is to your project to make the best decision. Okay. Classic slides, the steps are optional. So because our classic slides have a ladder, you have the option to build the waterfall with no stone steps and just leave the ladder like Manaki, or you could do something like Ramirez where you can add a set of stone steps right here. It's the same slide. The difference is you're adding steps. So there's a cost associated with it, but it's important to know that it is an option. Deluxe and ultimate slides and the steps are required. So when you build a deluxe or an ultimate project, they are landscape slides. They don't have a ladder. So you have to build steps, stone steps going up to them. You need a way to get up to there, okay? Rope railings are optional. So when you do these steps, this particular project, we have a set of rope railings and cedar posts. They are optional, okay? It's something you can do or you don't have to do. For more information on slides, see our slides video. We have another video that strictly explains in more detail all the different types of slide projects and the features and benefits of each. Deluxe and ultimate grottos drive costs. So when you incorporate a deluxe or ultimate grotto, which are the bigger grottos, Okay, they drive cost. Well, that is because the rocks are a lot bigger, and you've got these large grotto tops that have to span the entire grotto. You have bigger equipment that has to set it, and you have a lot more structural detail in the pool that has to be addressed, and a lot more plumbing requirements because these guys require a lot of water to cascade over that. So these are things you want to keep in mind when deciding to incorporate a grotto into your project. And also, if you want more information on grottos, check out our grottos video. We have a video that is specifically geared towards grottos. It explains the details of all the different types of grottos that we offer. The back side. This is a very often overlooked part of the project. So when you build a water feature, you have to address the back side. And there's two things you can do. One is you could slope the back off like this, slope the back off with topsoil and create a planting space on the back. Okay, that's a more cost-effective option because you're sloping it off with dirt, but you need room back there. You need some space to do that. And that's what most people do because if you have the room on the back side. The other option is building a boulder wall on the back side. Okay, now usually when someone does that and builds a boulder wall, there's obviously a cost associated with it, so it is an option. There's usually a reason that people do that. Either their property's tight and they have a setback or some kind of restriction, or the pool equipment's back there, okay, and you have to retain it in front of there. And this lends myself to my next question is, when you're designing a new swimming pool, a lot of times people say, oh, let's put the equipment behind the waterfall. Let's hide the equipment behind the waterfall. It's a great idea, but here's the challenge. The challenge is if you put the equipment behind the waterfall and it's close to the waterfall, now you've got to build a retaining wall behind the water feature to retain it in front of the equipment, right? So now you've incurred maybe a $5,000 or $10,000 cost because you did that, when you could locate the equipment somewhere else and hide the equipment with plants or a fence that would cost a lot less than that. So my point is, keep that in mind when you're deciding to locate the pool equipment, okay? So there's some great information to kind of help navigate you through some of your design decisions. So we're looking forward to collaborating with you and excited to see what we can create. Thank you. Have a great day.